Hi, video number 2 for you guys. So in this video I'm going to be doing like sort of an eyebrow tutorial. I don't usually really do my eyebrows, or I guess you could say I'm kind of new at it. But as you can see, I have like pretty full eyebrows. I don't really grow hair on my eyebrows. I don't really have to pluck very often, and like if I were to just wear them like this in their natural habitat, they're really not that bad. They have a pretty good shape to them and everything like that. But before I get started on this video, I would like to give a huge shout out to my brother Derek. That is my sister's boyfriend, hopefully soon to be husband, Derek. He's been in my life for like 10 years now, if not pretty close to that. But I realized in my last video that, and actually he may have told me, I didn't even mention his name at all, and I'm so sorry. So big shout out to him. He has taught me more than anyone, and I'm really glad that he's a part of my life. Okay, now back into this whole eyebrow thing. So, before I get started, I use face wipe to wipe my brush off, and I usually do this before and after, just to get any excess product off, because then I know what I'm actually starting with, and then I just pinch my brush to make it flat again. So today I got this little duo kit here. It came with this brush, which has a really nice angled brush. Can you see it? And then it also has a spoolie on the other end. And this is the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Brow Pomade, and this is the shade 376 Medium Brown. Oh, it's not gonna focus. There we go. Okay. So inside it's just kind of like a pomade, a putty type thing. And then I also use this stuff, which I usually just spray this across my whole face. Obviously I'm just doing eyebrows today, and I spray that onto my beauty blender as well. And I don't usually soak mine, I just get them kind of moist. And then I will be using the CoverGirl Ready Set Gorgeous. I just cracked this the other day, apparently I'm too strong. This is not have a shade on it, so I'm not sure what shade this is, but this is the one that I've used for a really long time. I've gone through a lot of these. It's also what I use as my under eye concealer. Okay, so for starters, usually what I do, and I do have a mirror right here if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at. I go right under it, my brow, and I just make a straight line like that. So I go from my inside corner up to my top, and I'm sure you guys know how to measure your eyebrows if you don't have shapes like mine. The brow should start at the edge of your nose to the edge of your eye. Your arc should go from the edge of your nose through your pupil, and then it should end from the end of your eye, or from your nose to the end of your eye. So it looks weird because I'm not looking straight at you guys, but like that, your arc, and then your middle, or your front. Okay, and then I go from there, and I just kind of, pull that product down. I also use makeup wipes to wipe any mistakes off like that, because brows are not easy. And the less product on your brush, the easier, to be honest. I kind of have a lot on it right now. Okay, and then pull from here down to your ends, and then I come at that tip of my arc and pull it down. And then, because my eyebrows are super skinny, which isn't the look right now, plus I don't really like that, I go on top of it and I just pull a little tiny bit of product across. So you always want the tail end of your eyebrow to be darker. So I just kind of fill that in. And then when you spoolie, you want to go side to side and up. Always pull up this way, because then you're going to make your hairs go with the brow. So side and then up. Make sure your last stroke is always out towards the tail. Okay, and then I go like this and just make a little extra line. And this looks really dark on me right now, only because when I actually take my concealer and go over it, I actually go onto my brow as well, which lightens my brow up. This shade is probably a little dark for me, but because I do my foundation after, it usually tones it out really nicely. So you can see the difference here before I even put my concealer on. This brow obviously is more uniform and looks a lot better, and then this one is just not quite as full and the shape's not really there. Like I said, I don't use a ton of product for my eyebrows. And then that's it. That's how I do my brows. And then I take that concealer. Sometimes I put it directly on, or I put it on the beauty blender first. So I go right underneath, which is like the cleanup. Now some people actually use like an angled brush or a tight brush to get under there. I'll show you one that they would use. My cute little bag. I got these in the Ipsy subscription when I used to do that. It's actually a pretty cool subscription thing. Okay, so they would use something similar to like this, only not angled. Gross. Only it wouldn't have an angle on it. So it's like a very packed, that's the word I was looking for, packed brush. And they would use that to clean up their brow area. But I just use the sponge because, like I said, this color is kind of dark on me, so I don't really mind going into my brow and sort of lightening that up. Okay, so then I just do that, and I just dab it all around, and then I put my then I put my foundation on, and then I put a conceal again, so I clean the brow up even better. But you guys are not going to see that today because I'm not going to put foundation on. Okay, so now I'll go in and do my other brow so you can watch that again. If you guys have any questions, please comment, message me. I also got a Snapchat. Eventually I'll link it below. But yeah, you can definitely add me. I don't really post a whole lot on there about like videos or anything, but hopefully soon I will. Okay, so once again, I'm just going in and cleaning the brush off on the makeup wipe, just to get that excess stuff off there, because just dip my finger in it. I don't want to have too much product on my brush when I go in to do my eyebrow, because otherwise Okay, so when I go into it, actually I'll show you, because this is literally, this stuff is so much at once. When I go in, I just go in and I literally just like do the smallest little dab. It almost doesn't even look like there is product on my brush. Because of how much the product actually picks up, maybe. Oh, and usually before I do this process, I did this the other day and my hair doesn't grow that fast on my eyebrows. Usually I will also either thread or pluck my eyebrows. I really only grow a little tiny bit of hair here. But like I said, I plucked the other day. My hair doesn't grow that fast, so I couldn't do that step today. I am going in for just a tiny bit more product on this side. I do hold my brush weird. When I do my left brow, when I do my left eye, I hold it like this too. It's just what I'm most comfortable with. When I said eye, I meant shadow. Okay. And then, so like I said, from the bottom inside corner, and then you just make a straight line out to the edge of your brow. And from the arch, what do you guys say? Arch? I don't know. And I need some more product. Like that. Make my tail. Okay, and then to fatten up my brows a little bit. Oh, there's a lot of right on top. And out to the edge. Okay, and then here's where the like most amazing part comes in, is that spoolie. It will save your life. If you have too much product, if you don't have enough, excuse me, or if like this bald spot that you can see, if it will focus on me, right here, this bald spot right here causes issues for me. I do have to pick up a lot of product on that very, very tip of my brush, right this tip here, and just sort of make an upward stroke from the bottom to fill that bald spot in. And then again, I just go from my inside and I pull that out. And now the reason I do that is because my eyebrows come at an angle, so like this one, you can see it goes like that instead of like starting as a full brow. So sometimes I'll square it off at the end, but I don't like the look of square brows either, so I don't square it off super hard. Okay, so back to spooling. And you want to go side and then pull out to the side and then pull out. Okay, I'm gonna stop saying that. And voila. Now, like I said, I don't do super serious like looks all the time with my eyebrows. Oh gosh, they look weird in this camera. So again, back in with that concealer. And that's just to clean up those edges. As you saw, I don't really have like a, this is how many dots I put, or this is how much product I put. I just kind of do it, and hope for the best. So underneath, you can see how much it like really brings that brow out and cleans it up, and it really shows the definition that you just gave to it. So I really do think that concealing is one of the, concealing and spooling are the most important steps on brows. And honestly, through my whole makeup, like sitting doing my makeup, I probably spoolie my brows like 3 or 4 times through the whole thing, just because I want them to be very blendy and I don't want them to be solid blocks on my face. Whoops, I just hit my cat. So yeah, that's my eyebrow tutorial. I do wear glasses, and sometimes when I put them on, I like, you can see my eyebrows over them for the most part. So sometimes if I feel like I'm having a thin eyebrow day, I will actually go over the top of my brows even a little bit more with my glasses on. My cat is destroying my lizard right now. Over the top like that, so that it actually comes over my glasses even more. But because my eyebrows are so thin, you don't really see a whole lot of what's going on underneath. And adding all that on top actually doesn't do a whole lot of damage for me because my eyebrows are so thin, like I said. So adding on top doesn't affect me a whole lot or make it look like I just put caterpillars on my face or anything like that. And then after, of course, setting spray. Sometimes I use this as my setting spray. Excuse me. Because it does an awesome job and it leaves, my skin loves this stuff. It leaves it so soft and glowing. I keep looking out the door because somebody's here. I also have this from Ulta Beauty. It's the matte setting spray. I think it's like cucumber and something. It does smell really good, but it makes me very, I don't think it's very matte. It makes me look very, my gosh, focus. It makes me look very, I don't even know the word, moist. And then I really like this one, is the Master Fix by Maybelline. Long lasting locks in makeup. I do like this one a lot too. It works really well for me and my skin type, but I do know a lot of people say they don't like it because it makes them dry out a little more, I think is the problem. Makes their makeup cakier, but actually it takes that away from me, so I'm not sure what the deal is there. But that is all I have for you guys today. My eyebrows are done. I hope you liked it. If you have any questions or tips for me, even you think I need to do something differently, let me know and I will try it out. Yeah, so you guys have a great night and I'll see you next time.